Good morning, you guys. This is Heidi Stone coming to you from Epiphanies by Moonlight. This morning we're going to do something a little bit different. As I was preparing the daily card pull, I felt the need to keep pulling cards, and I kept pulling cards until I realized I was looking at an entire story. So this is the story right here, and these two cards over here, these are going to be some advice and themes that we need to have. So without any further ado, we'll dive right into it. Before I go ahead and start the reading though, if you have not hit like and subscribe, this is your invitation to do so. It really helps my channel, helps me understand what kind of content you guys like. And it helps me out as a brand new YouTuber and understanding the algorithms of YouTube. Okay, you guys, thank you. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. So we're starting with the Knight of Pentacles, and I've got the Knight of Pentacles sitting next to this Four of Wands, and I really felt these cards kind of going together. And here's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that someone is waiting on a proposal. I'm feeling two different sides of this. I'm feeling someone, presumably this girl, because I see the Queen of Wands here, waiting on a proposal. And it's coming from this guy that's very cautious, and he's been kind of dragging his feet a little bit. And seeing like, I don't know, is she the one? Is she the one? Is she the one? I see the Seven of Pentacles down here as well. So I kind of feel this stalled energy. I feel like you guys have a really good connection, right? With the Six of Cups, this feels like a really strong kind of soulmate connection. And that's why it's been almost angering, frustrating. Like, why are you dragging your feet? What's going on with this? What's going on with this? And I'm feeling like if you are the individual that's dragging your feet, I'm feeling that it's not without good cause. And so I think that's kind of the frustrating thing. I'm feeling like this very frustrated, kind of stagnant energy. Like on one end, we have somebody that is feeling, that's just dragging their feet and feeling a little uncertain, not wanting to make the wrong move here. And then at the other end, I see an angry individual, presumably the individual that's waiting on this Knight of Pentacles. And this individual, I feel, that's angry has put a ultimatum down, or will be putting an ultimatum down if they feel like they have to continue to wait. And that at some point, this individual is going to look at the connection and go, is it worth waiting on? Like, you guys could have the deepest connection in the world, but is it worth me sacrificing myself, my youth, my time for someone that isn't ready to commit? So that's kind of the story that I'm feeling, and I'm feeling this like real push and pull around that. I do think eventually this knight is going to propose. This feels like a proposal story, you guys. So I'm sorry, this is a pretty specific message. So if this does not resonate with you, please check back again and I'll have some different content posted. But this feels like a proposal. And I feel like this individual, this knight here, is eventually going to propose to the Queen of Wands over here. But you know what I feel is that this Queen of Wands is going to be so angry by the time that this knight does it, that she may be a bit vindictive. And that would be very bad for the relationship. That would be adding resentment into the relationship. So the advice isn't to jump into a relationship or into a commitment that you're not ready for. That's by no means what the cards are saying. All I'm seeing is a storyline that that I really can kind of understand. I do have a theme here though, and in this theme I think that we have some good advice. I know that traditionally tarot readers see these as being the different cardinal signs in the tarot, but right now what I'm feeling is like these are the different possibilities. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and with the Wheel of Fortune we know that as the wheel spins, it represents our karma, and it also represents different possibilities. So I'm feeling, and it's being carried by Anubis. So I'm feeling that there's a lot of different possibilities. There's a lot of different creative routes on how to deal with this. I feel like this situation doesn't need to be an either or, right? This feels like either I wait too long, I do the proposal, and I upset my my future fiance, or I'm gonna wait so long and question the commitment and my spouse. I feel like we're boxing ourselves in if we think that things have to be an either or. I feel like there's multiple ways that this can go out, and I really feel like a conversation might be warranted. I'm seeing all of these wings, and wings to me remind me of birds, which are about communication. I feel like there's different ways you guys can talk about this, and ultimately what I'm gonna say is I want you to talk to your partner like in a way that you would be proud of if your older self, like your future self 20 years from now, was looking back. You want to talk in such a way that you would be proud of the things that you're saying, and not to be nasty, and to really kind of own what it is that you want. And I don't mean in like a vindictive way. I don't mean in an unkind way. I just mean like, hey, honey, this is how I feel, and this is what the vision I have for my life is, and I need some reassurance, or something like that. It could be obviously different, or you could go ahead and make the choice, because you see this sword here, and Anubis is kind of our Prince of Death a little bit, and you could say, you know what, honey, the fact that you're dragging your feet is making me concerned. We've been together for such a long time. Maybe we want to call it quits. Is also a possibility. It is a 10, and 10s can represent endings. Either way, what I'm seeing is what we want to avoid is we want to avoid the outcome of feeling angry that we waited for a commitment that took what felt like too long to come. So the official advice is we have the 10 of Pentacles. So it's really interesting. We've got 2 10s. You guys, no matter what tarot readers tell you, 10s are endings. No matter what, like this is an ending. And I'm feeling this ending right here. And I'm feeling it's either going to be an ending of, oh, you know what? I'm feeling someone has been given a job opportunity, but it would require you to move. And so you are waiting on your spouse to see where they are at with their commitment. I'm feeling here, don't wait, you know? Either you need to put an end to this waiting. And that's really what this feels like. You need to put an end to this waiting. You need to be taking your fate in your own hands and stop leaving it up to someone. And I'm not talking about doing it in a ultimatum kind of vindictive way. I'm just saying more along the lines of, hey, honey, this is what I'm doing. Either you're coming or you're staying. but this is what I'm going to go do. That's the kind of energy that I'm feeling. And to make sure, you know, I really like this card combination together to make sure that we're doing things in a way that we would be proud of if we turned back and looked at our behavior 20 years from now, right? I also see that money could be a factor, by the way, as to why this person is dragging their feet. And it's like a factor in, how am I going to provide housing? How am I going to provide? It feels kind of old school, but you know what? The Knight of Pentacles is kind of old school. So I feel some traditionalism here, and I just feel this like, how am I going to provide for you? And if that is a concern, I do see that's about to change, but you're going to want to make sure that there's some proper communication so we don't end up in this kind of icky energy, okay? All right, you guys, I hope this was helpful. I can't believe this just came out so spontaneously, but wow, what a reading, you guys. What a reading. If this reading did not resonate with you, I understand. It was a pretty specific story that came through today. So feel free to email me at heidistonetarot@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to look into your situation personally. If this reading did resonate with you, and if you want to see more content like this, please hit like and subscribe and drop a comment down below. All right, thanks you guys. Bye-bye.